Coming to you, quote-unquote, live from a studio whose location we'd rather not disclose, it's Celebrity News Desk with Stephen Shrub. And now, here's your host, Stephen Shrub.
Hello, and welcome to Celebrity News Desk with Stephen Shrub. I'm your host, Stephen Shrub, and this is the Celebrity News Desk. In case it isn't evident from the title of the show, this is a program dealing exclusively in celebrity news. Now, you're probably thinking to yourself, but what about important things like political news? Well, first of all, trust me, political news isn't important anymore. Any hip youngster can tell you that anyone worth talking to doesn't talk about politics. And second, due to Donald Trump's candidacy for president, yes, Donald Trump is a celebrity, has-beens are celebrities too, we will in fact be covering political news at least for the next several months. Just because it's outside of our wheelhouse doesn't mean we can't still try our hand at it. We may fall flat on our faces, but at least we'll do it with no dignity whatsoever. But regardless, we here at Celebrity News Desk are committed to providing you, our audience, with important information that you need to know. Actors, musicians, whatever the hell the Kardashians are, we have it all. Everything might not be true exactly, but if we're talking celebrities, the truth is often shaky at best. But anyway, now that you know what this is, who I am, and what we're about, let's dive right in. And now, here's the news. Lindsay Lohan has become the latest celebrity to jump on the presidential train. She announced via Instagram that she too may seek the presidency in 2020. Frankly, if this trend continues, this show may feature extensive political coverage after all. But regardless, reports have not indicated whether Lohan will try strategies that have worked for her in the past, such as being her own running mate through the magic of digital effects. Now, moving on. We tend to jump around on this show, you'll get used to it eventually. According to In Touch Weekly, Miley Cyrus, when asked what body implants she would like to get, said she would get silicone implants in her head to create the appearance of devil horns. This news comes as a major victory for Christian watchdog organizations who commented, "We've been trying to convince people she's in league with Satan for years. We're glad she's finally cooperating." In a recent interview with Complex, Justin Bieber claims he now wants to, quote, live like Jesus. He said, "You don't need to go to church to be a Christian. If you go to Taco Bell, that doesn't make you a taco." Now, first of all, we polled a group of biblical scholars, and they still haven't returned a verdict on whether they think Jesus would have posted naked Instagram pictures. Also, we can't 100% confirm the accuracy of Bieber's statement, because we're still not completely sure what's in Taco Bell's meat. So, fair warning, if you go to Taco Bell, there is a possibility that you might become a taco. Charlie Sheen announced recently on the Today Show that he is HIV positive. It's unclear whether he contracted the disease via the same transfusion with which he received tiger's blood. And that's all we have to say about that. And now, yet again, for some reason, we come to the Kardashian segment of the news. Sensitive viewers are advised to leave the room if you feel compelled to do so. A few noteworthy headlines here. Kim's 35th birthday was celebrated recently. Several guests wore fake baby bumps to match the currently pregnant Kim. Now this reminds me of a story I read in 4th grade where this kid had to wear an eye patch and he was embarrassed about it, so his mom organized a pirate-themed birthday party where all his friends wore eye patches so he didn't feel bad. Which just goes to show you that Kardashians can be soothed with the same methods used to boost the self-esteem of 8-year-olds. More from In Touch Weekly. Kylie Jenner and her boyfriend Tyga apparently already have multiple sex tapes. Adult film distributor Vivid Entertainment offered them $10 million to release one of these tapes. However, Ms. Jenner is tasteful. She's a classy, traditional, modest 18-year-old. She prefers to wait for the tape to mysteriously leak online. Caitlyn Jenner was spotted recently wearing the same blue dress Kate Middleton wore to her 2010 engagement party. Several fashion outlets have commended her bravery at trying to replicate a look 5 years too late, a move which was quickly criticized by numerous internet users who demanded the same fashion outlets commend our nation's troops for their bravery instead. And finally, Kanye West is evidently serious about running for president. He confirmed his interest in a 2020 campaign in an interview with Vanity Fair. Now, we feel this story demands a more in-depth look than I'm qualified to provide. This brings us to a segment we like to feature regularly here on Celebrity News Desk. Our senior Kardashian correspondent is here to comment on this story. So now let's go to what we like to call Kardashian Commentary Corner with Kevin Kale.
Thanks, Steve. Now my topic tonight is Kanye West. Now some say Kanye is not technically a Kardashian, but I say he's close enough for coverage in this segment. If you disagree, feel free to drop us a line here at the studio. We'll be happy to ignore you. Anyway, Yeezus is running for president. How exciting! I have a quote here from that Vanity Fair interview. Kanye says, "As soon as I said I was running for president, people were like, wait a second, we would be really into that." Because actually, if you think about it, he's extremely thoughtful. Every time he's ever gotten in trouble, he was really jumping in front of a bullet for someone else. He's probably the most honest celebrity we have. And that's true. In a recent unofficial poll conducted by Celebrity News Desk, Kanye West was far and away believed to be the most honest celebrity by those polled. Granted, the actual question we posed was, who is the most honest celebrity? Lance Armstrong, Alex Rodriguez, O.J. Simpson, Brian Williams, or Kanye West? But we're sure the results of that poll are completely scientifically accurate. To be fair, Kanye is actually very honest, sometimes too honest for his own good. Which brings us back to every time he's ever gotten in trouble, he was really jumping in front of the bullet for someone else. And that is absolutely right. Now, I may hate Kanye West, but I'll be damned if I don't love Beyonce. And I will tolerate Kanye taking a microphone from Taylor Swift to proclaim the greatness of Beyonce any day. We can't have Beyonce proclaiming her own greatness. She would seem vain and superficial. We need people like Kanye West who are willing to put their reputations on the line for Beyonce. I'd like to thank you personally, Kanye, for taking that bullet. Incidentally, it's also worth noting that in the same interview, our Kanye was keen to emphasize the importance of sweatshirts. He stated, "Sweatshirts are important." So, whether this is all an elaborate marketing strategy to get you to buy a Kanye 2020 hoodie remains to be seen. Back to you, Steve.
Thank you, Kevin. And our final story before we go. Jeremy Renner, also known as the Avenger you hoped would die in Age of Ultron but didn't, has come under fire for controversial remarks about the gender pay gap in Hollywood. This comes on the heels of statements from Renner's American Hustle co-stars Jennifer Lawrence and Bradley Cooper, both of whom emphatically called for efforts to end this discrimination. Now, such a weighty issue isn't exactly my area. I get paid to read, not to think. So now, here's our final segment for tonight. Women's News, with correspondents Calvin Carrot and Clarissa Cornwall.
Thanks, Steve. Wow, gender equality. It's a tough subject.
Is that all you have to say?
What else is there to say?
Maybe, I don't know, ways to actually fix the problem?
Fix the problem. Classic.
I don't know, it's so funny. Did I miss a subtle joke somewhere?
Look, as I'm sure everyone here understands, the hip thing to do is to express your support for a cause without actually doing anything.
But Calvin, you do understand that real change requires actually doing something.
Well, I do follow several meninist accounts on Twitter.
Good God.
Look, if following a men's rights social media account isn't expressing my support for gender equality in a passive, socially acceptable way, I don't know what is.
First of all, what you're actually doing is perpetuating misogyny.
Ooh, that sounds like a good cause. I support that too.
You're killing me. Your words cause me physical pain.
Well, as much as I'm aroused by causing physical pain, I think we should get back to the subject at hand.
I'd love to, but we never arrived at the subject at hand. We're supposed to be talking about the gender pay gap in Hollywood.
We addressed that.
No, you said, wow, gender equality, it's a tough subject. And it all went downhill from there.
I don't think so. I dispute that.
We have it on tape.
Well, it looks like we're out of time. I think you're telling us to wrap it up.
I can't work in these conditions.
In conclusion, if that's how women are going to act, I'd say they deserve to make 78 cents on the dollar. Back to you, Steve.
Well, thank you, Clarissa and Calvin. Surely the first of many thoughtful segments to come. If it's on the teleprompter, I contractually have to read it. Anyway, this has been Celebrity News Desk with Stephen Shrub. We hope you've enjoyed being with us tonight and have come away just a little more informed. Actually, I'll tell you what, we'll throw in one last factoid for you. Caitlyn Jenner said recently that having breasts has improved her putting form when playing golf. I'm not really sure how that works. But anyway, now you have something to discuss with your friends tomorrow over lunch. Thank you for joining us tonight. Good night, and enjoy your meaningless lives.